Yo, what's up guys? Today we're looking at the title decider, the last race of the season. After Mexico we were 22 points behind. Then the China race we won and Trocker got 8th place, which meant we are going into this race with only 1 point behind Trocker. Unfortunately I lost the footage of the China race, but let's take a look at this one. As you can see, we are at Portimao.
Oh, actually, wait for the end.
And as you can hear, my teammates say it will rain at the end of qualifying, so we're gonna have kind of a one-shot qualifying. So we're gonna go straight on board for our first run. And as you can see, we do have a lot of fuel, so we are able to do another run. We nailed at turn 1 pretty nicely, but then in turn 2 or turn 3, I have no clue, we brake too late. As you can see, we go really wide and we completely mess up the first sector. So our first sector split is a 22-0, which is awful. So, and then I also hit that curb. So we're gonna go again. It's fine because you have enough fuel. So I saved the ERS and let's go on board for this lap. This is our only shot. We need to nail this lap. Of course, 1 point behind Trocker. Going into this race, I was the favorite, especially if it was dry. And yeah, I just need to hook up a lap together and then we should be fine. So for turn 1, we throw it in, but we don't want to invalidate, which we do. Alright, then here you want to get as close to that yellow curb as you can. Then here, take a tight line as well. Open up that corner a tiny bit so you can keep a lot of throttle down. We do a 0.8 this time, first sector, a lot better. Still not perfect, but it's just a one shot. Grip is low, looking at the overcast, but it's fine. And then in these corners we nail quite nicely, getting close to the curbs and the apexes as well. Then here we hit that Sasha's curb, that yellow curb. You don't want to do that. We do a 0.5 sector split, which isn't that bad, you know. It's not really good. You're not. Normally you wouldn't get pole with this, but this lap, yeah. Oh well. Then straight away the corner after that, we completely missed the apex. But nonetheless, we're gonna cross the line and we are gonna do a 16.2, nice, which I can say is gonna be a very easy pole. I kind of expected not a lot of people to do really fast laps.
Okay.
But yeah, this was qualifying. We got pole by 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths even, and Trocker in 5th place behind my teammate who started on the mediums. I could have definitely gone on the mediums as well and got him maybe even pole with the mediums, but I wanted to take it safe, stick to my own strategy, and that strategy is going to be a soft medium. For my teammate, it's going to be a medium soft. He's on a better strategy, but he's got some players around him. As a car completely ran through me. And we know what that means. It means it's going to be a lobby restart. So, you know, it's the title decider. You're ready to start. And then this happens. Not nice, but yeah, nothing you can do. So, well, we get fresh softs for the race. But as I was saying, Chiquito is on those mediums. He's on the better strategy. But we want to I want to just be on the front of the grid and not have people in my way, of course. So we did that. We've gotten pole, and now the lights are going on for the Portimao race, the last race in ALR I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna go to another league after this. We don't even get a great start, but apparently it is better than the rest around me. So I guess you could call it a good start, because, well, we are still in first position. And I noticed in these first couple of laps, I kind of had to get used to driving, you know, a little bit tense. I was not driving great, to be honest, but it was good enough to keep Braj behind. Then we're gonna skip to lap 2, and as you can see in the top left, Trocker is behind Chiquito. And you're gonna hear my teammate now.
What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, so that's his reaction. And this is pretty important actually for the whole outcome of the race. What happened was Trocker broke late and he felt like Chiquito broke way too early. He felt like Chiquito brake checked him. Trocker got damage from this, and yeah, well, that's what happened. So looking at the footage, in the end, the stewards disagreed with this opinion, and well, Chiquito definitely didn't do it on purpose, as you could hear by his reaction. But Trocker had gotten damage in lap 2, so this is, for me, of course, like, this is just, we were already ahead. The only thing we need to do is drive till the end without getting dumb penalties and just drive. So that's what we did. We're gonna skip to lap 10. We were just about not able to get Brajk out of the DRS. And here you can see I'm gonna make a little bit of a mistake there. We touched that sausage curb and you just can't touch it. Luckily we do save it. But now Brajk is very close to us. And Brajk is not our main competitor this race. So I was not gonna fight him here. I didn't want to take any risk whatsoever. So I'm just gonna let him through here, as you can see. And we're gonna stick behind him, even though the pit stop window is about to open. Now we're just gonna follow him until he pits. And yeah, we don't need to undercut him really, because yeah, why would we? Maybe we could have undercut him to get a gap and get out of the DRS, but it's just unnecessary. Let's see what is gonna happen then here. We brake very late into the pit stop, and I feel like he broke a little early just to be safe. We go side to side into the pit stop. Nothing happened. Then out of the pits we came behind and Wild, both Brajk and me. Brajk got past him earlier, but I just played the patient game, and we're going pretty fast. I'm not able to keep up. But in lap 19 after that, so lap 16 we got past Wild. Lap 19 we caught up again to Brajk. The gap was like 1.3 seconds, and I didn't want to use a lot of overtake. So now we've caught up. He doesn't have overtake anymore, and we're gonna pass him here. And unfortunately, this is like the little risk with passing. You make a tiny bit of a mistake, and we got our second warning here. Of course, if a safety car gets deployed, that's gonna be messed up if Trocker gets too close to me and he doesn't have a penalty, of course. You don't ever want to lose a race like that, especially not if it's about a championship title. Then we're gonna skip to lap 24. And as you can see, we are very close to getting Brajk outside of the 1 second. So that would help our teammate tremendously, because he's on the softs. He's right behind Brajk. We want to get that one too. So what I wanted to try this lap is, you can see my overtake. We are below 10%, and I knew that Brajk was below 10% as well. So what can you do? You can either not use anything and hope that you regain something, but on this track you just don't regain anything. So we just decided, as you can see, to use everything we can, because it will get back up to 10% real quick. So these last percentages we are gonna use. I don't know exactly how much of a difference it makes, but you're gonna see me get out of the 1 second in this lap. So overall it was a pretty good lap as well. But yeah, after racing the whole race with Brajk, in this race we are gonna be able to get out of that 1 second finally, which helps our teammate a lot, of course, because then our teammate can just sail past with the powerful DRS and his fresh softs, and he's gonna be in second. And of course I'm not gonna fight him, so it actually worked. We are outside of a second, and we are gonna see straight away my teammate get past him, and we're gonna skip to the end of the next lap. No, the start of the next lap. Oh, also the end a little bit. So my teammate got very close to me. I didn't want to fight him, and I also thought that he would be a little bit closer, so we would have lost a lot less time here. So I got Brajk back in the 1 second again, but luckily my teammate is here to help me, and he will give me DRS here. You can see him slow down.
It's very close, I think.
He will give me DRS, and the next lap we are gonna get out of a second, as you can see here. So now it's a 1-2 Alpha Tauri. My teammate finally gets his win of this season.
Exactly the same, man.
And we only have to drive these last couple of laps and it's over, and the title is ours. Then Polhuis retires from the session, and this is, I'm gonna explain everything later, but first of all, this just happened and a safety car gets deployed. So of course
Yeah,
Oh,
Trucker just cheated for
everyone's
subs.
sad. And yeah, so we pit, we get held up in the pits, of course, because our teammate is in front of us, and Brajk is gonna overtake us. It does mean that we're in third, but I was still optimistic. No worry. You know, Trucker was in 8th place at this point.
So, yeah, even if
And
you take 3 seconds.
pay attention to what's gonna happen here. So my tires are a tiny bit cold. That's why you see me weaving to try and heat them up a tiny bit before. And I'm on a controller, so it's hard to heat them up quickly. But look at the arrows. Some car behind me gets really close and then goes next to me. Twice goes next to me. So I thought, let's go onto the throttle to get in front of him, and then I touch Brajk. And of course this game is gonna give me a 5-second time penalty.
Okay.
And I touched Brajk, and this is why I didn't get this penalty removed. You know, looking back at it, I'm not even I'm not even that mad at myself looking at what happened. Like, I can completely understand why I did what I did. And what happened, so it's unfortunate, but this is gonna be the end of the race. We are in third right now. Trucker is in 6th, I think, 7th or 8th. And, well, with the 5-second time penalty, he's gonna pass us and win the championship. But we didn't leave it at that. We went to the stewards. We did a total. We went to the stewards. We didn't get the 5-second time penalties removed, which then meant that Trucker had won the championship. But I then found out that Polhuis purposely caused the safety car. And, of course, I think that's completely wrong, you know. He purposely caused a safety car to try and get Trucker back into this race. And that's what happened. And then, of course, I'm gonna report that. And I already gave myself into the fact that I lost this championship. But listening to what happened in that party of them, you could hear Trucker ask for a safety car, like, for 5 laps straight in a row. Just because he thought that he was brake checked by my teammate. So what ended up happening, because Trucker kept begging for a safety car to his friends, he got disqualified from this race because the stewards felt like it was unfair and it was not right to put your friends in, like they were with 5 people or something in a party, and put them in a position like that. So he got disqualified from this race, which then meant that I ended up winning this championship. And, you know, I can now be happy about it, but after this race, you can imagine, I just lost the title because I got a 5-second time penalty. You can imagine how frustrated I was and how shit it felt. Well, Trucker has got his penalty, Polhuis has got his penalty. I think they know what they did wrong. I hope they learned something from it. But yeah, we end up winning the title, but it's not a very nice win, to be honest. But yeah, that's it for this video, man. I hope you kind of enjoyed it. I hope I told it right, because I'm just rambling. I didn't write anything down. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. As I said, this was the last race in ALR for me. I'm gonna go to a new league with a very good grid. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen the races leading up to this race, go ahead and watch them. There's one in your screen right now, and I'll see you guys next time.